Hey guys, it's Michelle with Monarch Graphics and Design. And I told you that I had a customer who's ordering a few different shirts. So this is the second one that I'm working on. And again, I might have to, edit the video a little bit why I pick certain fonts and do little boring stuff. But we're gonna do this one together. All right, so I already have my canvas up. If you don't know how, go to File, go to New, and then set this to whatever it is that you need, and have your resolution be at least 300, if not 350, and have your background be transparent. All right, so let's get going. This one is going to say, it's a Michael thing you wouldn't understand, but it's got some lines to it, and it has some stars and stuff. So we're going to type this out. It's A, and then Michael. Have to be careful not to spell Michelle there. And then thing is going to be with some lines on it, so I'm going to do it all caps. And then you wouldn't understand. All right. Double click. I'm going to make this just smaller for right now until I find the fonts I want. So I'm thinking I might make this a small. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to try to find a font for its. I'll probably be right back. All right, guys. So, you wouldn't understand is Lucidia Bright. I think it's a little thin, so I'm probably going to end up putting an outline on it. Itza and thing is Blade Runner, and Michael is Ash. Okay. So I've just kind of moved everything around. Just kind of nothing's in its place yet. So I'm going to start with Michael here. I think with this font, I can just kind of stretch it out a little bit. It's a nice chunky font, so I think I can stretch it not too much. I think I can stretch it a little and have it be okay. I don't want to go all the way to the edge like that. Okay. And then I'm going to move I'm going to move it right here. And we're going to put some stars in here as well. So we're going to go layer, and I'm going to write star. I'm going to write star 1, and you'll see why. And then we're going to go here, and we're going to go custom shape tool. We're going to click on that, and then we're going to use this arrow down, and we're going to click on the star. I'm going to hold the shift key just so that it stays even. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and put a star here, and then I'm going to right click, and I'm going to duplicate layer, and I'm going to put star 2, and then I'm going, and it just You can't see it yet, but there it is. It's right on top. And then right click again, duplicate layer, and I'm going to go ahead and put *3 and enter. It's just right there. Okay. And so now I know, you know, you could put left, middle, right. You can call these whatever you want. But if I wanted this way, if I want to make them different colors, if I want to resize them, you know, whatever I want to do, they're just right there. Because I am going to make 3 more littler ones. So I'm going to right click, duplicate layer, and then I'm going to write *1 little. Okay, and then I'm going to pull this out here, and then I'm going to Control T, hold my Shift key, and then make it a little bit smaller. And then I'll duplicate this layer, *2, and then duplicate this layer again, *3. Okay. And then if I did want to, I can click on this top one here, hold the Shift, and then I can select all 3, and then that way I can size them all at once if I wanted. So I can do that, and then, so now I need to move these little ones over a little bit. So same thing, click on this one, hold the Shift, click on the top one, Control T, and I'm going to make these just a little bit smaller, and then we're going to just move them over just a little bit. All right. And then I think I'm going to move, click on the top, hold the Shift, click on the bottom. I'm going to use my arrow keys, and I'm just going to move these over a little bit. Oh, like I said, I'm doing this from scratch. I'm just recording this video, so bear with me. But this is how you kind of do it. You just play with it until you find what you like. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. Okay, so let's go to Thing, Control T. I'm gonna move it up here a little bit. I'm gonna make this just a little bit smaller because we're gonna put some stripes across it. So I'm not gonna use these tools today. I'm gonna use the line. So we're gonna go to View, New Guide. I'm gonna type in 50%, and I'm gonna push OK, and that puts it right down in the middle. So we're gonna check Michael, which is Control T, and it's not right in the middle. So we're gonna put it in the middle, and click check. And then same thing with Thing, Control T. And this is why I added this ruler, because it wasn't centered at all. Okay. So then, but see, I didn't want to use these up here because I mean, I could have done it for these two. You know, I still can. I can click these and then do that. But I didn't want to mess these up because these aren't necessarily in the center. They're just kind of where I think they look good. Okay. And then we'll leave that for now. So now we're going to create a new layer. And we're going to call this left top stripe. And you will see why in a second. So we're going to click on the shape tool and we're going to do rectangle. And we're going to click and drag. We're going to try to make it the same width as our font here. And if we didn't, we can Control T and it would be fine. So it's touching, so I don't want that. So I'm going to move it over a little bit. I'm probably going to make it just a hair shorter, not too much shorter. Just a little. I'm going to use my arrow keys to go over a little bit. Now we're just going to do the same thing. We're going to duplicate the layer, but now I'm going to write top, or left, sorry, middle stripe. Leave the word copy there if you wanted. And then just pull this down. And we're probably going to off-center them, but let's just get them ooh, there might not be 3, there might be 4. So we'll do a third. I know I named that other one middle, but I'll know what it means. Oh, nope, there is only going to be 3. Okay, so, but I am going to offset these a little bit. So I'm going to go up here and make my canvas just a little bit. I'm going to end up cropping it, so I'll just go ahead and make it 15 because I'll crop it back down. So I'm going to take my left, hold my shift, and move my third over. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click on the middle one. I'm going to count. Okay, and then I'm going to move this one a little bit more. Okay, so now we're going to take these 3, right click, duplicate layers, okay, and then move these over, Control T, and then just switch it out like this. And then to make sure that it's exact, I just kind of line it up. Okay. Okay, so actually I want the lines to go the other way. So this is why it's good to know which one is which. So this is the top left. So I'm going to move this one this way a little bit. And then the middle one I'm going to move in. And then the third one I'm going to move further in. That way they're slanting that direction. So I'm going to go ahead and select these 3 and delete them. And then shift, duplicate layers, Control T, flip it, there, and then they're going in that way. Okay, so now we've got the stripes going the way I want them. Okay, then we're gonna take this, you wouldn't understand. Now I would once you get them the way you want them, I would right click and link the layers. That way, if you need to go move them, they'll all move together. You can always unlink them. You can right click and unlink if you needed to move them separately. But this way it'll be easier to move. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to the final one. Like I said, I think this font is a little too thin. So we're gonna double click over here on the right side here, click stroke, and then click on it so it's blue, so that we can, you know, change it. Obviously we don't want that. So just even a little tiny stroke. So if you like a font but you think it's just a little too thin, you can just add an outline to it. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and crop this back down because I want to stretch out this you wouldn't understand. So I'm gonna crop this. To where I want it. Okay, and I'm going to, we're going to add a star. Let's just, I think we'll add the stars to the left and the right, not in the middle of the words. I'm going to go ahead and turn this off so I can see. And I'm going to zoom in so we can all see a little better. And it dinged like that because I'm on the layer, but I'm not on my move tool. So Control T and Shift. We want to move this over. Oh, I forgot I wanted to add stars, so we don't want it over that far. Okay, but I'm going to center this with Michael, so I'm going to hit the Control, not the Shift. If I hit Shift, I would select, if I hit Shift, I would select all those layers, and that's not what I want to do. So I'm going to select the layer I want, and I'm going to select Control and hold it down, and push Michael, because those are the two layers that I want to center. And we're gonna click this one here, the horizontal ones. Okay, so it centered it. So I'm going to find my little stars right here, and I'm going to Shift, right, click. I'm going to duplicate layers, push OK, and then I'm going to drag these down. I think we're just going to do 2 stars though. So I'll just turn that one off, and I can actually delete it if I wanted to. But I'm going to take this, hold my Shift, and then use my arrow keys. Okay, and then since we have these 2 selected, we're going to right click, duplicate layers, push OK, and then we're going to drag these over here. And you can see I didn't really drag those very good. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to select the top one here. So we're going to select all 4 of those stars. But instead of this one, we're going to select this one. And I guess they were already centered. I guess I did do a good job. Okay, so So that's it, guys. We're going to save this and send it off to the customer for approval. All right, thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe and check out my website for all my shirt designs. The link is in the description below. If there's a design you'd like me to feature on here on this channel, let me know by commenting below. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And I hope you guys all have a great day, and I will see you guys next week.